Is the Harley-Davidson Motorcycle Company in trouble in 2025? I saw this sad American flag hanging on for for life on the abandoned Harley-Davidson dealer near my neighborhood, and it's just really sad to see something that was this booming, popular industry just shut down and quiet and just kind of slowly dying with the for lease sign on it. So I thought I'd document it for history, the death of at least one Harley-Davidson dealer. And I think there's a lot of different ways you can look at this. I mean, they're not as profitable as they used to be. Their customer base just keeps getting older and older. And every time they try to introduce a new product, all the old customers want is, big, loud cruisers, which I have one. I like big, loud cruisers. I thought the Buell motorcycles were great too. And nobody's buying their electric motorcycles. They even tried to get into e-bikes for a little while, and that didn't work out either. So with commercial real estate getting more valuable and rents getting higher and sales going down, this, I guess, is inevitable. And then I don't know how they find new customers. I mean, it's hard to get the kids interested. I'm hoping that all these e-bike kids that are terrorizing neighborhoods and having fun on e-bikes, which I fully support that, by the way, that the e-bike kids grow up and want to ride Harleys. I think, once you're hooked, and those e-bikes are a ton of fun. So hopefully this isn't the end of the end or the beginning of the end for Harley. They still have a lot of profitable dealerships and a lot of successful ones, but a lot of them are going under. So I'm putting this out there as a tribute. It's a memorial to the Lomita, California Harley-Davidson dealer, California Harley-Davidson, with the empty parking lot that's fenced off. There's even the homeless guy living there. And well, he's not homeless. He's driving his home around. So there's a guy in a motorhome living in the parking lot, and American flags are fading in the wind and starting to hang off their flagpoles. And they've even hidden the Buell sign behind a bushel. Shall ye hide your Buell from the Lord? No. So I'm kind of tempted to cut that down and take it and put it in my yard, but that would be against the law. But I still have my Buell motorcycle, and honestly, that I think is the greatest motorcycle Harley ever made. It's a controversial statement, I know, but Buell is still in business, and you can still buy a new Buell. They've kind of opened up their own thing, so check that out too. I'll put a link in the description to them because I support what they're doing and what they have done. So hopefully we can look back on this in a few years and see the Harley-Davidson Motor Company doing well again, if they figure it out. Otherwise, I guess we can look at this as the middle of the end or the beginning of the end of, 100 and something year run. I think it's really a marketing question, and I don't know what the answer is. Like, how do you keep your core customers and then also grab new customers? I mean, the e-bike or the electric motorcycle thing sounded like a good idea in concept if you can get people who ride e-bikes to transition over to electric motorcycles. You just have to price them in a way that people can actually afford them and make the cool factor similar to what you would see in the motorcycles. That's the hardest part, right? Back in the old days, it was like, do you have a motorcycle? Yes. And then, if you're talking to a girl at the bar, is it a Harley? And then you got to say no if you don't have a Harley. Like the Harley, there was definitely a cool factor in America of somebody on a Harley. And I don't know if that's the same thing now, especially with younger people. Now that there's, super bikes and all these different demographics of bike, I was thinking Buell would have solved that problem when Harley was selling the Buells, but they still couldn't keep up with a full-on Ninja sport bike. So good luck, Harley-Davidson. I hope you have some inspirational ideas and figure out what to do. Also, how do you sell more merch again? I don't see a lot of t-shirts out there anymore. Like, if you could make half your money selling merch again, that would bail you out as well. So it's a mystery. Hope they solve it. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe.